Yo, what's good, everyone? This is Ayo Boxing from Adiba, and we're here to talk about Ryan Garcia being trained by Derrick James. As we all know, Ryan Garcia lost his biggest fight to date against Gervonta Tank Davis, and in the post-fight press conference, Garcia was abandoned by his promoters, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. But what surprised me the most was the absence of his trainer, Joe Goossen, and that received a lot of backlash from the fans and professionals alike. It really looked like they abandoned Ryan at his lowest point, and this led to speculations that Ryan would leave and change his current team, and that was hinted towards in a tweet that he made. And a few weeks after that, news broke that Ryan split with Joe Goossen and was looking for a new trainer. Many fans suspected and wanted Ryan to go back to Eddie Reynoso, while you had trainers like Calvin Ford being open to train Ryan Garcia. But the popular opinion was Ryan going back to Reynoso, and that made sense because Reynoso trained Ryan for several years. Under Reynoso, Ryan beat Luke Campbell, his best win to date. The team of Ryan, Reynoso, and Canelo was iconic, and I thought the same until I saw Ryan post an Instagram story of him in Dallas, Texas. And I had a feeling that he went there to meet Derrick James. And that feeling was right because news broke last week that Ryan is officially trained by Derrick James, the 2020 Trainer of the Year. And this was somewhat of a shock to some fans, but I believe that this is the best thing for Ryan and it will unlock his true potential. Let me explain. There are two main issues with Ryan Garcia. The first issue is his boxing skills. Ryan Garcia is a talented boxer, he's fast, has power, and has a great potential, but he lacks fundamentals, which prevent him from utilizing his talents to the fullest. He keeps his chin in the air, little to no head movement, backs up in a straight line, he's over-reliant on his left hand, predictable in his attacks, bad foot positioning against southpaws, and he's a one-game plan type of fighter. All of those flaws and problems have been consistent throughout the entirety of Ryan's career, but he was able to rely on talent to win. But once he started stepping up in class, his opponents have been able to, and will continue to, exploit those flaws. But Derrick James can fix those problems because he's a boxing coach that teaches fundamentals. All of his fighters have good fundamentals. They keep their hands up and have good defense. They utilize an effective jab that allows them to set up their offense. They have good footwork and are always balanced. And most importantly, they know how to make adjustments. These are the things that Ryan Garcia needs. With the height, speed, and frame that Ryan has, a good jab with tight defense along with good fundamentals will take him to a different level. Perfect examples are Jermell Charlo and Frank Martin. Charlo was a good fighter before, but once he got with Derrick James, Charlo became undisputed and improved greatly. Frank Martin started off as a raw fighter that was very athletic, but we've seen him become more polished and refined under Derrick James, and he's now seen as a top 5 lightweight. The second issue of Ryan Garcia is his discipline. Ryan's dedication to the sport of boxing and discipline have always been in question. Many see him as a TikTok, Instagram boxer that's only in it for the fame, and these speculations have grown in the past 2 years. The reason why Ryan split with Eddie Reynoso is because Ryan claimed that Reynoso had no time for him. But Canelo will come out and say that Ryan would not show up to the gym. He would come to the gym 1 or 2 days a week, and he would only be in the gym for like an hour or two, then leave. He was not dedicated to training. And during the training camp for the Tank Davis fight, Ryan Garcia was supposedly train 3 days a week with Joe Goossen and then train himself the other days. Goossen even said that you don't train Ryan, you collaborate with him, showing that Goossen was not fully in charge of the camp. And you can see that Goossen wasn't even holding the pads for Ryan in a lot of the training sessions. So there's a pattern of Ryan being untrainable. Derrick James is a no-nonsense coach. He's a trainer that demands discipline. So the mere fact that Ryan is now being trained by Derrick James shows me that he's serious and willing to learn and listen. And if you notice, all Derrick James fighters listen to him in the corner and they're able to make those in-fight adjustments. Something that Ryan lacked with Reynoso due to a language barrier and with Goossen, who seemingly couldn't make in-fight adjustments. Furthermore, Ryan will be surrounded by a real elite competition. He's going to be in camp with Anthony Joshua, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and Frank Martin. With those type of people around him, he has no choice but to be better and compete on the daily. And he will also be in Texas. Ryan Garcia is from Southern California, and all of his former trainers were based out of Southern California. So he probably had a lot of distractions that took him away from boxing. But being in a new environment will have him locked in with the sport of boxing and away from distractions. In summary, I truly believe that this will be the best thing for Ryan Garcia. I believe that we'll see the best version of Ryan Garcia under Derrick James. Hopefully, he can get a comeback fight soon at 140 or just go straight into a fight with Rolly Romero for the WBA title at 140. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.